Hello everyone, Skywolf here, and today we're talking about the Winx Club reboot. So, first let's go over how the fans reacted to the trailer. I didn't see when the trailer dropped, I just saw the immediate backlash, and then I watched the trailer. So, a lot of fans were mad that it had been turned into, like, stereotypical teenage drama that they've been doing. They were very mad about the whitewashing. No one can tell what ethnicity Musa is, which is bad because in the cartoon she's Asian. But, like, if we're not quite sure, can more people connect to her? I don't know. And then Tara replaces Flora. That is a really big problem. Her character got replaced. It was a non-white character replaced with a new white character. And Flora is always a really great character. I will say this though, Tara is a cinnamon roll who must be protected at all cost. I will say that. Thank you. We can all be mad that Flora's not there. But I will not take any insults against Tara's character. You can be mad Flora's gone. Fine. You can rage about that in the comments. But don't call Tara a bad character. She's probably one of the best characters in the whole show. Arguably the best character in the whole show. Cinnamon Roll must be protected. Thank you. Thank you. The outfits. The outfits are horrible. They look like stuff my grandma, my aunt, who's over 50, and my mother, who's over 50, would pick out. Wrong generation, outdated. In last episode, Bloom is wearing this red on red outfit, absolutely atrocious. You should know better than to make that fashion sin. Oh my god. So, the solution is, simply put, fire the character outfit designer for this show and hire one that actually will look at the original concept, the original material, because they had great outfits, and people remake them all the time on YouTube. Also, I think some of those outfits were designed by, fashion designers. Why wasn't one of them in charge of this? And then the Tricks are replaced by a character named Bellatrix. I like her. I like her a lot. She's a worthy replacement to the Tricks. I would say I watched Winx Club back in elementary school. Especially around the 5th grade. The only season I've seen in its entirety is season 4. I keep meaning to binge watch all the others, I just haven't gotten around to it. Now that I've watched Winx Saga, I think I will get to it, at least try to this year. They've got most of season 1 and 2 on YouTube, and then couple episodes of every other season snippets on my YouTube channel. I don't know, there's no place where you can just binge watch all of Winx Club. In the age of Netflix, Hulu, and YouTube, there's no place you can just binge it all. I'm annoyed. Yeah. Also, since everyone quickly picked up on the fact that the show was less like the original Winx Club and more like shows like Riverdale or Legacies, the only really other show in that category I've watched is Legacies. I watched the originals and 3 episodes of The Vampire Diaries as well. The Vampire Diaries is boring as sin in the beginning. I don't know how anyone got through 10 seasons. But Legacies is great. So, I did not hold Fate the Big Saga to the standard of the original Winx, my enjoyment of that. I decided to hold it to the standard of the show it was going to. So I held it to my enjoyment level of Legacies, and it didn't meet that. So, while it's not exactly a good Winx show, It is a good teenage whatever show, whatever genre you want to call it. And if that's all you wanted to know, you should probably leave now, because now we're going to get into spoiler territory. Because I like spoiler territory a lot. Alright. So, first and foremost, I love the music in this show. It's great. I know a lot of people hate it. Works for me. It works great for me. I love the music. In the first episode, they make this Harry Potter reference. You must be a Gryffindor. It explains the judgment. I thought that was the funniest shit. Like, usually I'm all on board on this is cringy terrible, stop trying to reference our generation if you don't know how. But that was good. That was good. Also, I now have an insert to use on Gryffindors. It's great. I like how there are male fairies and female specialists now, because that was something that always bothered me, not necessarily the male fairies, but the fact that only men were specialists. How weird. How dare you. Women look way more badass with a sword than men. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Speaking on topic of fairies, in like the original cartoon, the Winx were more or less like, you know, think about kind of fairies. Light, happy, pixie dust, woohoo. But like, in, you know, the original fairy tales and like stuff like that, fairies look pretty, but they're actually mischievous and will hurt you, and don't fuck with a fairy, you know? Just don't fuck with a fairy. That's the kind of fairies they are on this show. I actually like that part a lot. I like that a lot. Don't fuck fairies. I like that. They changed Bloom's backstory a little bit, specifically how she awakened her powers. I like that fact. It doesn't look like... Ooh, what's your sister's name? What's your sister's name? Daphne? It doesn't look quite like Daphne's here yet, or maybe Bellatrix has taken on the Trix and Daphne, which is a stellar combination in my mind, but who knows, yeah. But I'm still kind of hoping Daphne shows up at some point, because that would be great. Also, Aisha's character, I've never seen season 2, or season 3, don't at me, but I know Aisha came in season 2, and she was very sporty and badass, and she's still really sporty and kind of a badass, but like in episode 3, she's kind of going through this thing that isn't really properly resolved. Like, you have to have context clues for what's actually going on. It seems she doesn't have the natural talent to easily control her magic. She's got to really work at it. And then here's Bloom at 1 second lighting the whole forest on fire, the next second figuring out how to control it very quickly. So she's got a natural talent for it, now that she's been here for like all of a week. And this kind of makes Aisha jealous, and then she's also really worried for Bloom, because Bloom is the kind of person, hey, Fire Fairy, likes to kind of just go at it non-stop, sets her mind on something, keeps going like a bullet train. It's a bit of character flaw, but also character strength. And then there's Aisha, who's like, what's the most logical way to do this? Makes sense for a water fairy. So I like how they balance off each other. And like, I like their dynamic. They make Aisha take on like the role of Bloom's best friend, and Stella becomes What was Sky's ex in the original show? Ooh, ooh, ooh. That awful fairy, the only fairy in the whole show you could possibly hate, that I remember. She was blonde too. Red was more of a color. I hated her. I hated her. Let's see. Anyway, they make like this love triangle between Stella, Sky, and Bloom. And what it looks like is that, what it looks like is that Stella and Sky dated the year before. Dated the year before, broke up for some reason. But then, like, they kind of get back together-ish. Like, they never really call each other girlfriend or boyfriend, and I don't remember seeing them kiss. It was more like Sky was looking out for her because he knew stuff about her no one else did. Just so you know, there's a great reason why Stella's an absolute bitch. It's all because of her mom. Her mom is a living nightmare. Her mom is a living nightmare. Hang on. Princess Diaspa? Is that her name? This girl. Oh. Can you see her? This girl. Stella is more like this girl than the original Shiny, Princess of Sunshine, Fairy of the Sun, Stella. She's more like this girl. I hate her so much. But the Stella show I don't mind, because you know, we need the typical mean girl in the group, fine. Stella feels that role pretty good. One of my two biggest problems with the show is that there's no real moment where you feel like the girls become friends. Like, they had the perfect opportunity in like episode 2 when they went to go get Stella's ring back. Like, you could have had them all just gut the bone one. But it was just Ice and Bloom. And then you also had a good opportunity at the end, but it was just Stella and Ice and Bloom went to go kind of do the Mon ones, and Bloom did all the action, really. But Muse and Terra's friendship is the most believable thing in the world, because it gets like set up really well in episode 1, and just continues all the way through. Why? And also, I remember this. I remember that the reason they named themselves the Winx Club is because they were in the Winx shoot, like the Winx room, and they're also in the Winx room again, but like they haven't come up with the name Winx Club yet, and I don't know if they should. I kind of want them to. Can we do that, please? Can we do that, please? Just a lot of people are like, they're just in the Winx suit. I'm like, yeah, they were in the original show. I remember that. I remember when, like, season 4 started and they went to go to their room and it wasn't their room anymore. That was the thing. I remember that. So, the bottom ones are connected to Bloom. This is a big spoil. And we find out at the very end it's because they were created by the Dragon Flame. Hey, it's still a thing. And of course, Bloom is the fairy of the Dragon Flame. So, like, I know in season 3 there was, like, this evil wizard guy that was, like, made from the Dragon Flame. His name started with a V. Valtor? Yeah, that's it. I wonder if we're gonna see him in like season 2. Wouldn't that be bad shit? Bad shit! I'm just saying. I'm theorizing now. Welcome to the theorizing point of the video. So like, one of the big mysteries in the show is, Rosalind. And, also what actually happened to, like, the place where Bloom and Bellatrix were born. And it's like this big moral conflict, and like, no one was completely in the right, no one was completely in the wrong. That's how they did it, and I really like that. I like it when shows do that. Because then everyone can pick a side, and it's like, no one's wrong, and no one's right, it just all went to shit. Because not everything is black and white, and I like that. I like that. Musa, they changed Musa's power. From, like, music to, like, season empath, which was great for the plot and everything. Worked very well. And I actually like that. I like that part of her character. And I like how they were still able to use the music with that. I also like everything that happened for Mom and at the end. And I like her relationship with Taylor's brother Sam. That was cute. That was cute. After watching Musa and Riven, bad relationship for so long. Musa herself is a sweet boy, let's be honest. Speaking of Riven, he's still a dick in the show, but he's like American version of a dick. American teenage boy version of a dick. And he plays the role well, and I like his dynamic with Sky, because like, you can tell he like wants Sky to respect him and trust him the way he kind of trusts and respects Sky, but Sky doesn't really listen to anything he has to say, and so Riven doesn't really listen to anything Sky has to say, and it's kind of sad, and I hope the boys just work the shit out, because they're good friends, you can tell. Okay. So, my favorite moment in the whole show is when Stella runs away, comes back to school, and Musa's like, Stella has feelings about that, and Stella reveals herself and goes, I have feelings about that. And I'm just like, yes, this is her redemption moment. We needed like another episode between her being taken from her mother, taken by her cow of a mother, bitch of a mother, witch of a mother, and her coming back, like a 7th episode, really. Mostly for like, I don't know, more stuff that happened. And then also, like, Stella just like running away and come back, we see that. And just like, bam. Because I think that would have been great for a character. Something like that. But I like how Stella was with, like, Bloom on this. And Tara and Musa just, like, agreed, because, you know what, friend's a friend. But they made the stupid decision, and it was a bad decision to let, like, it was both a good one and a bad one, because with Rosalind free, Bloom was able to learn how to defeat the Bone Ones, even though they got in because of Rosalind. But then, like, makes you wonder why Miss Darling never just killed Rosalind. Maybe she was too powerful. But you know what? Rosalind killed Miss Darling at the end. Major spoiler. I'm so mad about it. I liked Miss Darling so much. Finally, we know we can trust her. We like her a lot. She stands against the Queen when it comes to Stella as much as she can, with all the power that she has. And like genuinely cares about the students' well-being before like becoming powerful. And it was wonderful. Now, also part of this is my last little thing. Also, there was this thing in the when the trailer dropped that was like, we're not gonna get any transformation sequences, and like they didn't really give us, you know, change the outfit thing. But we did get Winx, and it looks like Winx is going to be like an evil bagel thing. Because, you know, in the show, eventually it was like, you can level up, like, the first time. It was cool. The 8th time, okay, yeah, here we go, new Winx form. How pretty are they gonna be? Are we gonna like the outfits? Maybe. Maybe. That's how that went, folks. Like, it got very cliche fast. But I like this. I like this. I want to see all the Winx and the little transformation sequences. So, it's a good show. The mystery was good. I'd say 85% solid story. Characters, most of them are about like 60% in strength. Taylor is over here with 95 strength and character. Love Taylor. Love her a lot. And Bellatrix. They're the best. Those two are in the running for best characters, and they were created to replace people. Isn't that awful? Get a new costume designer. Get a new costume designer. Do you hear me, Netflix? You fucked up. Get a new outfit designer. Call whoever it is that draws the outfits for the show and be like, hey, we need you to come over and do the live action. The fans have been raging since the trailer dropped. I think the actors did a pretty good job. I like Sky. He's like been subtly kind of changed. I like the arc he goes through with his like adoptive dad, like godfather, and then the stuff with his actual father. That's really good. And I like how he likes to like fix people because he feels broken but he can't fix himself. That's very good. I like that. And I like how Bloom's someone who's like broken but knows she can fix herself and works to do that. Usually by herself, to everyone's annoyance. She has to, her arc is about learning to let people help her, and Sky's arc is about learning to not help someone when all they do is depend on you. Because it's like how Stella said it. The relationship is codependent at best and toxic at worst. But I like how they're still friends in the end. That was sweet. So far, I really like the show. I'm gonna try and rewatch all of Winx Club. That looks like it's gonna be a pain in the ass to find a way to stream it all though. But we're gonna try. I also found a bunch of app games I could play. We all know how I like app games. Maybe you'll know. Maybe I've been watching my videos. I know I got a new subscriber yesterday. The day before yesterday. Alright. So that's all I had to say for the video. Stay random. Watch the new Winx Club show. It was pretty good. I liked it.